When we look at all of this, what's really going on? Are we really looking at an imminent threat to the US, or is it something else? There's a lot of things that are going on, and none of what you hear is generally the real story. The message that's being put out is that Iran is an imminent nuclear threat. The evidence on that is decidedly thin. There's disagreement across all members of NATO and even within the intelligence community of this regime. So, what's the real story? The real story is that you have a failing, flailing moron in charge of a regime who got embarrassed at his birthday parade because nobody showed up. It exposed him as a soft, weak, diapered, addled fool and demonstrated to the world stage that the emperor had no clothes. The squeaky tank is the perfect image for the leader of this regime. And the reason why these sequence of events occurred is when you have a malignant narcissist who gets embarrassed, he's got to prove to the world that he's a big, strong guy. We're dealing with a 7-year-old. And in fact, most of the people in this administration, old white men, are incompetent and inept to a degree that they should never be put in charge of anything. And yet, here we are. The fact of the matter is, you have a massive realization by a thin-skinned moron that he doesn't have support. And now, even his own base is complaining about the things that were promised that they haven't gotten yet.
What in the fuck am I going to do with a Trump phone? I don't need another phone bill. We didn't get a stimulus. We didn't get a Doge check. We didn't get no debt relief. No help for rent. No help for your mortgage. No help for groceries. They won't raise our wages. They won't lower prices. We're fucking drowning in debt. But guess what we get? We get a Donald Trump phone. A fucking phone. Gold-plated with Trump's picture on the back of it. I voted for him. Do I want a fucking Trump phone? No! I want some goddamn relief. No food stamps. No help with child care. No clean water and Flint. No cheap utilities. But a gold-plated, freedom-fueled, white, red, and broke Android with unlimited patriotism for $487.45 a fucking month. Can't call your doctor, can't afford your medications. But don't worry, you can call your landlord and tell him you still can't pay the rent money with your Trump phone. This is what America's come to. No solutions, no support, just a $47.45 phone bill, phone plan. What is this? Is this a marketing plan? Are we saving the country, or is this all about marketing? They gave up on helping us, but hey, at least the phone comes with a flag so you can show your patriotism, I guess. I don't fucking know anymore.
You just heard a level of frustration by that Trump voter about what he isn't getting. In fact, all he's seen is grift after grift. And he's acting like he's surprised. There's been a 10-year track record of this that we have pointed out. And yet these people were so blinded by their hate that they pull the lever over and over again. And it's finally getting to the point where this person is starting to wake up. But there's still a vast array of people that are asleep at the wheel thinking that this guy is going to defend their interests. That's going to change once the terrible bill that is working its way through the Senate gets passed. Because the people that are going to be hurt by the almost $1 trillion worth of cuts in all sorts of services are going to be his voter base. We all know that the vast majority of the Republican voter base is made up of uneducated white males. And we also know that the vast majority of the Republican voter base relies heavily on public assistance and government services. What's going to happen when trillions of dollars are cut from those services in order to pay for a several $1 trillion tax cut to the top 1%? What's going to happen to the poorest of the country that are going to be made even poorer so that the Jeff Bezoses of the world can buy another yacht? Maybe that will finally wake up the rest of the crowd. But even if they wake up, they did what they did and they're getting exactly what they voted for.